Look at this. You see how still this water is? That's the Mississippi River. And over there, that's the Crescent City Connection, a bridge that ties one side of the city to the other. But the connection I'm about to give you is different. It's not made of steel and concrete, and it doesn't light up at night. It's made of memory, of blood, and of truth. Because this was one of the first stops for enslaved Africans brought to the United States, right here in New Orleans, right here in Louisiana. So let's talk about the why. The slave trade didn't start because of hate. It started because of greed. The land had just been taken from the native people. Now they needed to build it, to develop it, to make it profitable. But how? They weren't about to work it themselves, and they definitely didn't want to pay anybody. Then they heard what the Portuguese were doing, buying and selling African people like livestock, and they said, well, let's get in on that business. And that's what slavery was, a business. Free labor, mass production, maximum profit. And somewhere along the way, the greed turned into arrogance turned into racism, and they convinced themselves that they were superior, that we were less. So they treated us this way. The transatlantic slave trade abducted over 12 million Africans from their homes, their languages, and their families. That's 12 million stories, 12 million names, and 12 million people that never got to live the life they were supposed to. And getting here, that wasn't easy either. That ride across the ocean, called the Middle Passage, it was brutal. It could take 6 to 12 weeks, sometimes longer depending on storms and sickness. People were chained below deck, stacked like cargo, laying in their own waste, barely able to move or breathe. Some got so sick they died before they ever saw land. Some jumped overboard and drowned, choosing death over slavery. So for the ones who actually survived that journey, the strength it took to make it, we can't even imagine. And that's why we say we owe them, because no other group on earth has been through what African Americans have been through and still survived. We didn't ask for slavery. We didn't agree to it. We were powerless in a strange land, surrounded by strange people, speaking a strange language. There was no fighting back in the traditional sense, but still, we endured. We outlived it, and we're still here. And all of this that we're talking about, it happened right in front of the church. What kind of prayers do you think they were saying inside while human beings were being torn from their families just feet away? And that's why we have the Ma'afa. Ma'afa is a Swahili word, and it means great disaster. But it also means remembrance, healing, and connection. And that's why every year on the 4th of July, we participate. It's not a protest, it's a prayer, it's a walk, it's a spiritual ceremony that honors the millions who were lost and the millions who survived. It's our version of the door of no return. You know, people go to Ghana to stand at the last place their ancestors saw before they were taken, but this was one of the first places they saw when they arrived. This ground is sacred. This city is sacred. You are sacred. So listen, I'm not telling you not to celebrate the 4th of July, because I'm going to be out there too, just like I celebrate Juneteenth, because we deserve joy. We deserve celebration. But what I am telling you is to make it your business to show up in the morning. Come take part in the Ma'afa celebration with us, pray with us, and remember with us. It's free, it's powerful, it's transformational. Because knowing our history isn't enough. We're not just remembering, we're taking part. I hope to see y'all July 4th for the Ma'afa. All the details are below. And if for some reason I don't put them all, then you already know where to meet us, right here.
Come up here, my boy. There you are. Bon. A capital boy. Ladies and gentlemen, look here at this healthy child. Can any darky upon God's beautiful earth beat him? What a splendid fellow he is. Who is going to bid? Go ahead, gentlemen. Here is a capital opportunity. Whoever will buy Harvey shall own a fortune. Who is going to bid more? $1,450. Going? $1,450. Dollars. Who will bid more? Nobody? Nobody more? $1,450 for the Negro boy Harvey, the best field hand and the most gentle boy amongst all the darkies in the United States. $1,450. Going, 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 gone. Articles for sale at auction consist of a father, 3 children, and their grandmother. James, a strong, intelligent-looking man, gazes in utter despair upon his youngest child, who clings to him in distress. Poor little Jane. At the youthful age of 7, thou shalt already drink the bitter cup. And Joanna, how she covers her eyes with one tip of her headcloth, grasping her trembling little brother Cornelius by the hand. Old Maria, poor old grandma. She trembles every time she glances at her dear family. She's asking herself, shall I be permitted to go with them, or shall I be sold alone? What was that he said? That stately man with his white neckcloth, his gold chain, and large seal thereon? What said he? I do not want the old woman. Sell her alone. Yes, that man had the last bid. He paid $3,000 for James, Joanna, Cornelius, and Jane, but he won't buy the old woman. The kind grandma is torn away from her dear family and will never see them again. She is sold for $200 to another.